Do you know what Orwellian means? Or whose name this adjective is based on? Does the year 1984 have any significance for you? Have you heard the phrase, Big Brother is watching you? To find out what all this means, keep watching. But first, do subscribe to The English Nut. Thank you. George Orwell is the pen name of Eric Arthur Blair, a British writer who was born in Motihari, Bengal, now a part of the modern state of Bihar. George Orwell's most famous book is titled 1984. Written in 1948, it predicted a bleak future set in the year 1984, which was a flip of the last two digits of 1948, the then current year. It was a future in which a totalitarian government monitored, brainwashed and controlled citizens through large two-way screens. The slogan of the supreme authority of the regime, introduced right in the first chapter, was Big Brother is watching you. It basically meant you were under surveillance, so you could not speak or act against the regime or its rules. A big part of keeping citizens in line was done by distorting the language, by inventing something called Newspeak, as opposed to Oldspeak, which was simply standard English. Newspeak had fewer words and was filled with cliches. This was done in an effort to curtail free thinking by limiting the directions one's thoughts could go in. Think about it. Generally, we can only imagine things that we have words for. So by removing words that encourage freedom, imagination and dissent, the authorities can control the choices we make and the actions we consider taking. Language is the vehicle of thought. You control language, you control thought. This type of dystopian society controlled by a totalitarian regime that Orwell wrote about is described by the word Orwellian. A totalitarian government is one that controls the lives of its citizens through force and repression. Orwell wrote about this Orwellian future because he saw glimpses of it in his lifetime. In his essay titled Politics and the English Language, he wrote, "Political language, and with variations, this is true of all political parties from conservatives to anarchists, is designed to make lies truthful and murder respectable, and to give the appearance of solidity to pure wind." This is how American linguist Richard Lederer described Orwell's purpose in writing 1984. More powerfully than any other writer, he warned us that dishonest language is a drug that can put conscience to sleep. He set an alarm in our brains to go off when a president names the latest thing in nuclear missiles the Peacekeeper. Yes, that was actually the name given to a nuclear missile. In 1948, when Orwell wrote his book, or even in 1984, the time its story was set in, the technology did not exist for Big Brother to watch you. But today, we know that we have zero privacy, thanks to our mobile phones and other electronic devices. Not just governments, but private corporations know every move we make, every website we visit, every item we purchase, when we sleep, where we work, what our political or religious beliefs are, and when we are watching a video of The English Nut. Yes, Big Brother is watching us right now. Doublespeak, a word we use today, was not coined by Orwell, but derived from a combination of two terms he introduced in 1984. One was Newspeak and the other was Doublethink, the name given to the brainwashing program of the government. Doublespeak, a blend of these two words, means language that deliberately distorts the meaning of words. The aim is to make the truth more palatable, or worse, to disguise it so the public doesn't realize what's really going on. Doublespeak is common in political language but not exclusive to it. Here are some examples of doublespeak. Contribution is doublespeak for a political donation or bribe. Correctional facility is doublespeak for jail. Creative accounting is doublespeak for accounting methods used by unethical companies to cheat the tax department, shareholders, employees, and others. Downsize is doublespeak for reducing staff numbers by firing people. Enhanced interrogation is doublespeak for torture. Ethnic cleansing is doublespeak for genocide. Genocide means deliberately killing many people from a particular nation, race, ethnic group, or religion. Friendly fire is doublespeak for bullets or bombs that kill or injure one's own people, presumably by mistake. Pacifying is doublespeak for violently suppressing protesters or rioters. Pre-emptive strike is doublespeak for a surprise attack without declaring war. Re-educate is doublespeak for forcing someone to change their beliefs or political views. Servicing the target is doublespeak for bombing. And settlers is doublespeak for people who build homes and towns on other people's land. As Orwell said, the great enemy of clear language is insincerity. When there is a gap between one's real and one's declared aims, one turns, as it were, instinctively to long words and exhausted idioms, like a cuttlefish squirting out ink. Don't be a cuttlefish, don't use doublespeak, and don't use exhausted idioms, which are idioms that you have heard 100 times before, like the writings on the wall or read between the lines. Avoid such cliches if you want to be in the good books of Orwell or the English Nut. Good books? That's another exhausted idiom. Avoid it. If you know any other examples of doublespeak, do write them below. Do subscribe to the English Nut on YouTube and ring the bell icon too, so you're notified the moment I release a new video. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.